Welcome to TD Ameritrade.
Thank you for calling TD Ameritrade.
I just have a question. There's a Korean application saying that it is originated from TD Ameritrade, saying there's a way for us to invest from Korea to futures in USA. I don't know whether that app is actually belong to you guys, but I just wanted to give it a call to check it out whether this is legit or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look. Now, I know we don't typically, you said this is in Korean?
Yeah, it is written in Korean, and I thought it looks very scammy. So I was like, I just wanted to double check whether this is legit or not, and I think it's fake. But
Yeah, I am also of the opinion that that is typically correct. I know that we do have some Asian nation stuff out there. We did have an Asia Pacific, segment.
Sure.
But typically it kind of limits itself to Mandarin and Cantonese for the applications and things like that. So if there's something out there in Korean
Sure.
that's stating that it is with TD Ameritrade, U.S., I tend to think that that is probably not accurate to say that it is us.
Okay. So basically, probably this is something fake. Okay, I just wanted to double check on it. So basically, this application is saying when I'm trying to install this application on my phone, what it's saying is this is violating, security of the phone. So
Okay, so this is a digital application. Yeah, no, that is definitely not ours. Our applications are strictly going to be in English, Cantonese, or I think we may have Spanish. No, I don't even think we have Spanish. It's just English and Mandarin Cantonese, and I think we've got two different versions of the Mandarin Cantonese that are there. So if it is in Korean and it's indicating that it is a digital trading app for TD Ameritrade, it is not ours.
if I am like living in Korea, is there a way for me to join TD Ameritrade by any chance?
Sure, absolutely. Yes. So again, from what I'm seeing, we should be able to open an account for someone living in South Korea.
Okay, so you don't need a social security or anything. So how does that exactly work?
Yeah, so any foreign individual who is looking to open an account, we do recommend that they open it online through our website.
Okay.
Now, for someone like yourself living in America or who is a U.S. citizen, that process can be completely filled out online, and you'll have access to an account typically within 20-25 minutes. For a foreign individual, they're going to fill out the online application, and that's going to put their information into our system. And
Sure.
it is going to verify a couple of different things. It's going to look at the address that they enter, and so that is then going to pull up our restricted countries list, and it's going to verify it. And now I don't see anything for South Korea on our restricted countries list, so we should be good there. But it is going to ask for additional documentation. Typically, we are going to need a copy of their passport. We will need some type of address verification in English characters, showing either it could be a bank statement, a brokerage statement, or a utility bill with their name and their full address on it. There is a form called a W-8BEN. It's an IRS form. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's basically an IRS form for foreign individuals. They would need to fill that out as well, and that does need to be physically signed, and then they can submit that electronically.
So basically, the guy who live in foreign country doesn't necessarily need to have a social security number.
No, not at all.
That's interesting. And he can get an access to futures or any kind of TD Ameritrade. All the United States citizen can get an access to.
The OFAC sanction. Okay, so it looks like you should be able to. He should be able to trade futures and forex. Now, again, just like any U.S.-based person opening an account, there are obviously some requirements, that are needed to have access to those permissions,
Sure.
such as having certain options approvals and things like that.
Sure.
But yes, he is eligible or would be eligible just the same as you or I to trade those products.
Great. All right.
All right, very good.
Thanks a lot.
If you or he have any other questions or issues, we're more than welcome. We're more than happy to help. If there's any issues with his application or he needs to get further information, we may need to verify his identity on the phone call
Sure.
before we can provide some of that information.
Sure.
I will let you know that we can do that on a conference call,
Sure.
and while you can kind of translate some of that for him,
Sure.
we will need some of that information to come directly from his mouth.
Sure. I just wanted to double check though, like, is for this fake app, is there something that you guys can do?
Unfortunately, not really. I mean, if you have a screenshot or a link to it, you can certainly submit it through the message center with. Like I said, if you'd like to send a message to us with a link or that information, I mean, I really don't think there's much we can do about it. There's just so much out there.
Sure.
The only thing that we normally do is if there is an obvious phishing attempt or fraudulent site, we can contact Google and make sure that our
Get rid of it.
valid customers are not getting, sent to it by accident.
I see. All right. Thanks a lot. Do you mind if I just record this and share this information with my friend, or is this something?
Yeah, I mean, you can share it with your friend. That's perfectly fine. I
Sure.
cannot stop you from doing, something on our line. It is
But,
publicly
like,
available information.
I always wanted to get double checked since I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to make
Right.
bad
Right.
impression on anybody.
No, absolutely. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
So, all right, very good.
Thanks a lot.
If you need anything else or have questions for yourself or your friend, just let us know, and we'll be happy to assist you.
Sure. We'll give it a call back, and thanks a lot.
All right, my pleasure. You have a good one.
You too.
All right, see ya.